Well, we're the market leader in Canada, and as we surveyed the marketplace, it wasn't even so much competitive situations that were happening, but more what our customers were starting to demand. They were looking at more complex solutions to meet their needs. We do an awful lot of research, and fundamentally they were asking, do we have the products and services required to meet their needs? Do we have pricing flexibility to better align the value propositions to what they're looking for? And then fundamentally, do we have the technology and the shipping systems to be able to deliver that?
The change we undertook was basically changing our back end and front end and customer solutions all at the same time. So obviously when we looked at doing that, we had to find a partner who we felt confident had the experience and track record to help us there.
We took a very comprehensive year-long look into the marketplace to find out who might be able to marry both industry knowledge, thought leadership, and have great experience with both large enterprises as well as with kind of the smaller response that we might need on a particular platform. Kewill was chosen from amongst a number of different providers because of that unique balance between responsiveness to our needs, but also experience across a larger set.
We saw the solution from a different perspective. We saw the services that Purolator needs to be competitive in their marketplace become very, very important in how we framed the solution, how we built the solution.
We really worked directly with our customers to understand what they needed, and as a result of that we were able to work with Kewill to take their core and actually provide us with a unique solution that would do two things. One, better align with what Purolator was looking for, align obviously with what our customers were looking for, but still give us the advantage of having Kewill continue to innovate and bring new solutions forward that could be pushed through our new collaborative system called eShip Server.
Part of the Purolator difference is a focus on customer service, a focus on flexibility, a focus on meeting those customer needs. So eShip Server needs to have flexibility, needs to be configurable, needs to be able to meet those different industry and vertical solutions as we go forward.
Part of our challenge in this marketplace is we have customers that have shipping requirements in the front office, in the warehouse floor, the distribution centers, and we've never been able to provide one view to Purolator through our technology. This really establishes that capability, and that will be, again, a further transformation effort with our customers.
If we together have put in place a set of tools, an application, eShip Flagship, for Purolator that allows them to expand their markets, compete more effectively, and they know that they can rely on their partner, their supplier, to continue to enhance that solution, to give them additional tools, to collaborate on what's necessary for Purolator to compete more effectively in the marketplace, then there really is no excuse for either of us. Jim and Purolator then have something that they can leverage and a relationship that they can rely on.
I think the company is much more confident now that it now has a platform it can move forward with and continue to evolve. So technology has been taken off the table as a reason why we can't move this company forward.
Challenges come up in implementations. What you do when those challenges come up I think are the real measure of the good companies. And I think that both Purolator and Kewill stepped to the plate, so to speak, when those challenges came up, whether it was Purolator's challenge or Kewill's, and worked towards a solution and didn't dwell on the problem. And I think that, for me, defines the flexibility, the trust, and the collaboration in this relationship.
We used the expertise of Kewill with us to help establish a fact base. How did Kewill, when they sell their solution, independent of us around the globe, what were their findings? What worked, what didn't work, what was best practice, how best to approach customers, things like that. And that really helped bring a fact base to the discussion that helped us focus and come up with a good game plan.
The project had to be successful for each side to win. So there was no victory for Kewill unless there was a victory for Purolator. And quite frankly, there was no victory for Purolator unless there was one for Kewill. I think that's unique in our business. I think that that really defines a collaborative effort, and I really think that that defines the right way to go about projects of this nature.
As the largest player, we are looked at to be leaders in the industry. Leaders not only in terms of network scope, scale, and size, but leaders in terms of new offerings, leaders in pricing, leaders in value creation for our customers. And I think the Kewill partnership has positioned us really well, given us a flexible platform we can move forward to, given us someone who can bounce ideas off when we're thinking about doing additional things, and do it in a way that we can tap into global expertise that is a byproduct of our partnership, but still very important and at the center of it.
What has been very positive has been the great relationship that we've been able to develop through a very significant transformation effort.
This was an enabling opportunity for us. So what we've been able to do is add features, functions that should translate into benefits for our customers into the application as a direct result of this relationship. So now we have a tool and an application to take to the marketplace that's been tested very, very thoroughly, that we know works very, very well. And the vehicle that we use to train people on this application now has been tested 800 times with Purolator. So it gives us a comfortability to know that it's enhanced beyond where it was, both the solution and the training offering, that it's worked 800 times within the Purolator framework, and we know that it works in an international environment. So now we know that we have a much better set of offerings, and we can take it to new markets. And I think that that's something that the marketplace wants to know. Everybody is competing globally, and they want to know that their suppliers know how to do that and have the tools to make it work. And I think as a result of this, Kewill now does.